into that Madlanga Commission. They will continue to hear the evidence of crime intelligence boss Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo. The probe by Khumalo of alleged organised crime syndicates led to the arrest of Katiso Molefe and Vusimuzi Matlala. Let's get the latest from SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga and Ayanda Nyathi. Ayanda?
Yeah, Leanne, the skies are clearing. The sun is out here in the heart of the Pretoria CBD, and hopefully that will translate in some kind of clarity, or perhaps I should say more clarity in the evidence that's going to come out when Dumisani Khumalo returns to the witness box for a second day of his statement. Yesterday, we heard about drug cartels and a criminal syndicate comprising of 5 people who police have termed the Big Five. Vusimuzi Matlala and Katiso Molefe's name has come up once again as Dumisani Khumalo tries to zone in on some of the reasons why he believes the political killings task team in KZN was ultimately disbanded. So far, there's been a corroboration of what we've heard so far from the main complainant in this inquiry. That's Lieutenant General Dumisani, his boss, Canny Maphanga, and the 2 expert witnesses who have taken to the hot seat. If the walls of these buildings could speak, Leanne, I think they'd have much to say about what else might be taking place behind closed doors, given the speculation that's now running into overdrive around why Terry Mutau may have decided to step away as the evidence leader in this inquiry, making way, of course, as you mentioned as part of your headlines, for Matthew Chaskelson to take over. The commission is still tight-lipped about those behind closed doors discussions, but of course, as I mentioned, that hasn't stopped the conjecture from continuing in the public domain about what might be at play. Nonetheless, we are firmly fixed on that witness box, and today, as I mentioned, Dumisani Khumalo will continue where he's left off, explaining to us how deep the tentacles of this alleged corruption runs in the political system, not only here in Gauteng, but also around the country. Canny Maphanga is inside the British Mabandla Justice College in the lead-up to day 2 of that particular statement being read out. And Canny, hopefully today, will get a better sense of how this Big Five cartel links to the political killings task team.
Indeed. Good morning once again to you, Ayanda, and to the viewers. The contentious issue of the disbandment of the PKTT remains at the center of this probe into criminality, political interference, and corruption in the criminal justice system. Essentially, what you can expect the crime intelligence boss is to paint a picture that leads to the commission understanding the true motive, or that is what they describe it as, or allege it to be, behind the disbandment of this team that has been described as successful and making gains in its various mandates that it has been afforded by the South African Police Services. At the center of answering this question will lay on evidence that is centered around the Big Five cartel, its operations, its alleged associates and deep networks within various institutions in the criminal justice system, as well as the political sphere at large. We expect that Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo will continue with those WhatsApp messages, which will paint a clear picture as to which key figure in each of these institutions played a critical role in allowing these criminal cartels to thrive, and then again, by extension, then drawing the inference, or rather the association with these particular associates with the alleged police minister's decision to disband the PKTT. At the end of it all, that is where Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo is heading to, and we expect that the evidence will be in harmony with his fellow colleagues that have already given testimony before the Madlanga Commission, which paints a picture that this contentious decision that has been described as one that was not appropriate to be taken by the minister, but of course not appropriate within the circumstances upon which the PKTT exists, will be laid bare before the commission at 9:30 a.m.